So I'm going to show you all Juno. This is Juno. And what he's doing at the moment is sitting in front of Suyo's cage. And that is all that he wants to do. Ever since we moved into this studio, they each have a cage. The cages are smaller than I would like, but I'm doing my best, with what we've got here. So they've always, well, not always, but they've been in cages one time before at an apartment, and this was about the size of their cages, and they were in a room right next to each other like this. Aside from that, they've been in different living situations where they've each had their own room. So I'm trying to think. They went from being in cages next to each other to moving two different places where they each had their own room. And now we're in an apartment again, and they each have a cage. Juno has not been adjusting well. He's been very restless. He busted his nose the other day. He doesn't like my camera. And it is healing, and I'm so grateful that it's healing. He had kind of like a flap situation going on. So he's stressed out. He can hear Suyo, he can smell Suyo, he knows that Suyo comes out and hangs out. So he seems to want to just guard against Suyo and protect his territory and protect his female, and he just wants to get to Suyo, so he's just babysitting. So it has become like a full-time thing, and it has become kind of a full-time job for me to try to keep Juno happy and content. I keep adjusting things in his cage, putting things in different positions for him, trying to make private spots, and then he doesn't utilize them. It's literally been like a day and night thing, because he wakes up at 4 in the morning and starts getting like very restless. So he'll climb up and down, and it's dark, so he'll fall because he can't see where he's going. So it makes a lot of noise, and he'll crawl on the metal bars. So this starts at usually about 4:30 in the morning. So it wakes me up, and I'm sure it wakes Suyo up, and hopefully it doesn't wake the people underneath up when he's belly flopping off of things onto the ground. It's pretty loud, like it shakes I can feel it. So yeah, I've just been doing my best with him, with both of them, for as long as I've had them. But we've been in this apartment for about 3 months now, and at first I thought it was just going to be an adjustment period for him, coupled with going into breeding season at the same time as moving into a new place. But it just keeps getting more and more intense, and really all he wants to do and all he tries to do is just get out of his cage and make sure that Suyo's not out. So this was the little picture I made him. So there's more to the story, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. So he goes around the apartment and makes sure that there's no other lizards around, because he considers this to be his territory. So that's what he does when he comes out, is he'll look behind the door here to get all the blind spots, make sure that there's no other iguanas hiding back there, because he knows that Suyo's there. So he's constantly just trying to make sure Suyo is not out here when he comes out. And he'll go up there and just sit there and watch because he knows that Suyo lives in the cage there. And he'll sit here, pretty much just everywhere. There, here, you know. He tries to, I try to lizard proof it, but I'm a human and I need to live in my own space as well. So, a lot of times I just do like really quick fixes when I have them out. You know, I pull the curtains, like you can see Juno's curtains are open, but when each iguana is out, I close the other curtains and try to block off, because Juno will try to climb up the cage so that he can be on top of Suyo's cage. So he tries to get at him and he tries to crawl underneath his cage. So it's like a pretty constant thing. So, you know, for a while I was trying to do like healthy boundaries where, and I mean, I was doing it where I wouldn't hang out with Juno until 3 p.m. because mom wants to have her own life, you know. But the thing is, you know, he's a wild animal, really. When it comes down to it, they haven't been domesticated and like cats and dogs for a long time, and their instincts are just so strong. They don't go away, you know. Their natural instincts don't go away just because they're in a different environment. So forgot what I was saying. But yeah, he tries to climb up everything so that he can get to Suyo. And so I just kind of chase him around, which he doesn't like. He gets annoyed by it. You can tell when he's annoyed because he'll bat his arm. So like if I'm going to pick him up or I'm coming behind him, he'll like shoo me away with his arm. Like, get away, woman, you're annoying me. You know, and I'm aware that I'm annoying him. Like, I know that, and I don't want to annoy him. I want to let him just roam around and do his thing. But the thing that he wants to do is climb up and get to Suyo, and that's gonna be a bad story for everybody. So I just can't let that happen. So I gotta try to like chill with him, give him love and pets, and let him, you know. Oh, I'm getting a text from Kathy from Rika. I'm gonna see what it says.